Hey, I'm Peggy Corley, and one of my favorite verses from the Bible is Ecclesiastes in chapter 3. I think it's 1 through 14, and this is from the Living Bible. There is a right time for everything, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to harvest, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to destroy, a time to reveal, a time to cry, a time to laugh, a time to grieve, a time to dance, a time for scattering stones, a time for gathering stones, a time to hug, a time not to hug, a time to find, a time to lose, a time for keeping, a time for throwing away, a time to tear, a time to repair, a time to be quiet, a time to speak up, a time for loving, a time for hating, a time for war, a time for peace. What does one really get from hard work? I have thought about this in connection with all the various kinds of work God has given to mankind. Everything is appropriate in its own time, but though God has planted eternity in the hearts of men, even so, man cannot see the whole scope of God's work from beginning to end. So I conclude that, first, there is nothing better for a man than to be happy and to enjoy himself as long as he can, and second, that he should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of his labor, for these are gifts from God. And I know this, that whatever God does is final, nothing can be added or taken from it. God's purpose is this, that man should fear the all-powerful God.
You just got fed.